Yes, I'm still here. Our last part with the queen of Atlanta. I'm having so much fun with Stasha, the beauty, the real of it, just realness. Now, Stasha, we left off on RuPaul. So you felt like that show is taking the girls' change, something like that, right?
Yeah, and the only reason why I feel like that is because us as entertainers, especially being transgender, we're not allowed on the show. So of course, we work and we work and we work and we work. All they have to do is go on the show.
I was gonna ask you how you feel about that because being that show international, you did so much. So we're gonna run down. Because there's a lot of people, shout out to everybody else in the room that's doing their thing, and that took a mainstream.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about what Stasha did because you don't really hear Stasha T like that. Right. It seems like it's so low key. But why do you feel like it's like that? Why don't allow like the film queen to roll brats and why don't allow?
I don't know. Maybe just because it's RuPaul and RuPaul is a guy and she gets up in it. So maybe I guess that's what she's looking for. Only males that get up in it and do transformations or whatever. So I guess that's probably her vision for the show. So I mean, you work and you work and you work, but they go on the show, and after they go on the show, it's like they get this check, and it's like, wait a minute, hold up, they're trying to take over. It's like, bitch, we've been here way before them.
Right.
And for me personally, a lot of the girls on the RuPaul drag show are a lot of newcomers.
Who are some of the people I want to just ask you? Do you know any of the girls besides, like Tyra? Shout out to Tyra. Shout out to my sister Danzy Garcon too. She's in the building.
Okay.
But back to Stasha. Do you know those girls?
I know a few of the girls that's been on the show. Of course, I know Mariah.
How your relationship is like? Because she don't come out as much either no more.
I mean, when I see her now, I see her at the show on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I normally see her at now. Who was on the show? The first year season winner. I know her. She competed in Miss USA before. I know. What is her name?
I like Raja. Do you know Raja?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Raja won last season. I don't know Raja face to face or anything like that. I just remember him being on America's Top Model.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if they had one for the film queen, Stasha, would you audition? I like to get into that. Do you want to be like on TV? Like, what is your dream? Like your goal that you want to accomplish that you haven't accomplished yet that you would want to?
I do feel like if there was an opportunity there, with RuPaul opening up to transgender, I would definitely take a shot at it.
Take a shot at it. That's what's up. Now, Stasha, you did stuff for Janet. You did stuff for Trina. Can you just let the girls know your resume, Stasha, a little bit of your backdrop?
Of course. I went to Thailand and competed. A totally different country. I placed. I was second runner-up. The first Black Afro-American girl to ever place in Thailand.
Oh, congratulations!
Yes, thank you. I did 7 TV interviews in Thailand. I also made the AJC newspaper here in Atlanta, Georgia, for going over there and competing. I opened up for Trina on South Beach. Of course, I was in Walk With You video by Janet Jackson.
What was you doing in that video?
Just doing different cameo shots and stuff like that.
Okay. Did they know your teeth or?
Well, Janet did because how she got me was...
Yeah, how did that come about? Because you worked out for Icon. So so how did that come?
Our Monday night show here in Atlanta, Georgia with the Stars of the Century. Shout out to the Stars of the Century.
Shout out to them.
Janet Jackson, of course, she came to our show twice. And she came one night, I guess, and she liked what she saw. And they gave me a phone call.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that was how did you feel? Like, how was your...
I was in disbelief. I was in disbelief. I didn't believe it. When I got the phone call, I was like, okay, they're playing. It can't be real, even though I knew she had been to the show or whatever, but I still didn't think it was real. And, of course, they called, and they called back, and they set up the airline's information, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, how was me, like, how was she in person?
She's very, low-key. She's very sweet. She made sure we were all right on set. She just seemed like a loving person. It was like every time we did a playback, she would always be like, come on, Stasha, now, come sit right here, watch it. Stuff like she was really, really sweet. Yeah, she's really, really sweet.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. But back to your goal, Stasha. What's that goal?
Well, me personally, I do want to be even better than what I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do more videos. I would love to do reality. Because once you do reality or do more videos, of course, that puts you out there more.
Now, the reality show that was going on that was supposed to happen, the Temperance and all the girls that was a part of that, was you a part of that?
No.
Okay. What happened with that? Do you know? Or?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
What would you, for your reality, what would you want it to be? Would you want it, like, how would you want that to be? What's your dream for that?
I mean, of course, I would want it to have a very positive life, you know, because sometimes they try.
But you know, we love drama, stasha.
I mean, no. Of course, you would definitely get a lot of excitement.
Okay,
you're gonna get a lot of excitement and all that. But one thing for me, I would love the cameras to follow me on the road. Because follow me on the road, you get a lot. Because I am so many different places, and when the dog get drinks in her,
that's it.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
So, how many people do you travel? Like what's your entourage, Stasha? Do you have a makeup artist? Like, do you do your own makeup? How does this operate?
I do my own makeup.
Okay.
Yeah, own makeup, own hair. The only time I don't do my own hair is when I do pageants.
You have somebody that's coming in and doing. Who is some of your people that you work with?
It's a guy named Reginald Hobbs. He lives in Orlando, Florida. He's been doing me for years now. Since probably the 90s. Yeah.
Oh, so you've been working for years, on years.
Yeah. We're best friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Stasha, what advice would you give to new people that's coming in that's not in the scene? Because I get a lot of hit-ups too. People ask me all the time, like, oh, you know, Vicky, I'm not in the scene, but I love it. I watch it on YouTube. I see it, and I give them my advice. But what's your advice?
Well, for me, coming into the scene, never want to be a part of something just because everyone is a part of it. You know, it has to be something that you are really dead hard, sincere. It's in your heart. It's in your blood. You got it. You have it. Don't just see somebody else doing something and feel like you want to be a part of that. You know, because sometimes you get involved in situations and you can't get out of it. You know, I want to be around these girls, but these girls crap. So next thing you know, this new child is in jail, but the girls are out. You know, just stuff like that.
Or drugs.
Yeah, drugs, different things. You know, the drug situation, like the girls do drugs.
Let's talk about the girls. What's your take on that, Stasha, if the girls getting pulled out? I mean, everybody's grown. I feel like if you maintain you and you're not a crackhead, T, and you're doing what you have to do, and it's a treat, you can do you. Right. And you got your job, whatever you do, whatever your hustle is.
Yeah. You know what? For me personally, of course the girls get full. You know, everybody get full. They have fun. You know, my thing is I love to drink, so I love to have fun and have fun.
Are you a lush?
I don't know. If the viewers feel like I'm a lush, hit us up on here and make your comments that yes, Sasha, you're a lush. You know, but I love to have fun when I drink and I'm out at the clubs or whatever. But you know, of course, everybody's grown. But whatever you decide to do, if it's drinking, drugs, you know, etc., just make sure you do it to a point to where you know to stop.
Right.
Never take it overboard because you never want to end up somewhere where you regret later.
Right. Now, Stasha, is Garcon your last house?
Yes, I really hope so. Like, I really hope so. Like, I feel like, because when I became a Mugler, I had never been in a house before. So I stayed and stuck it out for so many years. You know, even when the House of Galliano left the Muglers and started their house, and then it was the House of Balenciaga. You know, I still stuck it out because I felt like this is something I'm a part of, and when I'm a part of something, I never want to just walk away just because. You know,
so you're loyal.
Yeah, I'm a very loyal person.
Now, Stasha, if the house, this is another one of my picky questions. If the house gets shut down today or tomorrow, just something happened, it gets shut down. I'm pretty sure you get offers for every house. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What house can you see yourself in, Stasha? Like, what house do you just get shut down from? Like, bitch, that house is the tea. Are they turning it? Can you say or no?
I don't know. Me personally, leaving the house of Mugler and coming to the house of Garcon.
Would you start your own project?
I don't think I would start my own project. I don't have the time or the patience. No, I don't, because I have such a busy schedule. Like, I'm out of town on the weekends, then I work in the day during the week. So I just don't have time.
Okay.
You know, I really don't have time. But I just feel like if the House of Garcon shut down, I feel like I would be done. You know.
Everybody say that, Stasha, though, and you see a good. I'm not saying you're everybody, because
right.
you know you seem like you're a leader. But a lot of people say that when I ask them that question. Oh, I'm gonna stay. I wouldn't go to another house. Right. And then they did the show, and then I turn around and I'm like, "But you're Ebony now. But you just told me a couple months ago that you would never leave. You know, or it's just you gonna be a devil or something for like forever." So is that really true, Stasha? You don't. So you want to go to Aga? You want to be a mother-in-law? You want to be a overall mother? Like you wouldn't do that? Those type of teas, or Miss Rahi, or
no. I mean, it's nothing against none of the other houses.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like you have to know where you fit in. You know,
mm-hmm.
You have to know exactly where you fit in. You have to know the people that you're around. Garcon, I know who I'm around. Even before I even met all of the kids and all the the members of the house or whatever, I knew what I was around because of the founder.
Right.
The founder. So I knew what I was being brought into. So I didn't have a problem with taking a step over there with no questions asked.
Now I was about to ask you that too for the new people coming and watching this stuff since you've been down for years. When people want to choose, that's another question. How do you choose a house? Do you see me in the type of house? I like how you just said that. You know where you fit in. Right. I think people need to know that too, like where they fit in at.
Right.
That's your main. If somebody's coming in the game,
you need to know where you fit in. You can't, because this is why they go hop from house to house to house, because they feel like, oh, that's the house so I want to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really know what you're getting yourself into being over here? Do you know how these people act? Do you know how they carry themselves? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You may not get what you expect. And, a lot of people leave houses and the first thing they say is, oh, I don't have any friends over here. I'm just in the house and, so on and so forth. That's the problem. You have to come into a house if you don't know anyone. You need to wait until it gets to a point to where you gain friendship with individuals. Because instead of just like jumping out there and saying, oh, I want to be a part of that house just because of the name.
Right.
And it's not about just the name. It's about your surrounding people, what you want to be a part of, who you're being a part of. You want to know those things. You want to know if I'm going over that house, like what I'm going to get already before walking into the door.
Right. And I want to ask you this too, Stasha. Do you think a house, because sometimes people, like you said, names, make a bitch say, okay, I want to go to Aga because I want to go to Allure, I want to go to Garcon, I want to go to Mugler. Like those like the houses.
Right.
That's like exclusive type tea.
Right.
So, but sometimes that could be not a support system. It might not, you know what I'm saying? So, do you think, how do you feel about when people say, okay, I go over there because I might get more life in this one. I might get life in this one. How do you feel about, you could be a motherfucking koan and be eating it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you feel about the names and how people operate nowadays for the new generation of girls coming in?
I mean, like I stated earlier, like you have to really know what you're being a part of. Like, just don't go to something just because of the name. You need to know people, know what it's about, know the history. Because when you step into something, that's just like when an artist coming into the business.
Mm-hmm.
That manager, that producer, they are educating that individual on what they're about to be a part of and what you have to deal with. So you need to know those types of things when you're coming into a house. You need to know what the history is, what it was, what they're about, what they look for, how do they carry themselves when they're out, how are they when they're just in the house. All those things are very important.
Right.
And that's what like getting to know a person. You can't always just judge by the book, by the cover.
Right.
Just one situation.
Now, Stasha, I'm so happy and pleased that you did this for me.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Now, what's next for you, Stasha, in ballroom? Okay, we have the Candyland coming up. It's a couple little. I really don't even know off the top, but I just know the Candyland is something in Atlanta coming up. Will you be making a return that night?
At the Candyland?
Yeah.
No, I won't be at the Candyland ball, but of course the House of Garcon will be there because I will be competing for Miss Continental, and everybody knows that Continental is something that's very important to me. So
is that the same day or the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Andre, you won't be seeing Stasha there.
Oh, Andre knows.
Well, good luck for that, Stasha.
Well, thank you so very much, but also just be looking out. MLK 2013. It's the Hollywood of Opulence, hosted by Stasha Garcon. So make sure you're there, because it's going to be hot.
Shout out T.
Yes, all the T.
Shout out Stasha.
I'm going to shout out all my kids, House of Garcon. My loved one, gorgeous.